people! How are you today? Today I'm going to teach you how to make these snowflake earrings, and these are very easy to make. I think that all the beginners can also make these. If you have some super duos, so not twin beads but super duos, you have two 40mm rifolis, and you have some 8/0 and some 11/0 seed beads in the same color as your rifoli, you can just make these. So these are not hard to make, and let's start. So the materials you will need. You will need two pliers, and I use two flat nose pliers, and these are to make the ring and so attach the ring and the ear hook. You're going to need two 40mm rifolis. You're going to need a set of ear hooks and a set of rings. You're going to need super duos, and these are not twin beads. You need super duos. You can't use twin beads because those don't have the same size as the super duos. You will need 8/0 seed beads and 11/0 seed beads in the same color, and I suggest that you do that as close to the color as you have your Swarovski. But because of course these are in sky blue, so these are Miyuki sky blue seed beads. I make it in blue, but you can also of course make it in white, or you can make it in pink, green, just what you like, because the shape of the snowflake stays the same. I just chose to make it in blue. And this is a light sapphire, so this is not the dark sapphire but the light sapphire. And I don't know if I already mentioned it, but you need a size 10 needle. And you will need some thread, and I'm just going to use this thread today because I really like this with going through the beads, because it is a little bit more flexible. Okay, let's start. Thread your needle with about 1 arm span of thread, and we're going to pick up 12 super duos. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Just one more. And slide them down. And now we're going to make 3 knots. And how we're going to do this, we're going to make 1 normal knot. Don't pull this super hard because you don't want the beads to gather upon each other. And then we're going to make a surgeon's knot. So we're going to make like a regular knot, only the end thread we're going to wrap around 2 more times in the same loop. And then pull this tight, and then we're going to make 1 more loop extra. Like this. Then we're going to pick up our work, and we're going through the next 2 bottom holes of the next super duos, just to give the knot some room. And pull. And then we're going through the top hole of the next super duo. And this is very easy to make, so the beginners can also make this, and we're just going to explain this all the way. So I'm going to pick up 1 super duo, and I'm going through the next top hole of the next super duo. And I'm going to repeat this all around. So I'm just going to make this round, and then I'm coming back to you. So you're just going to add the super duos in between. Okay, when you're added your last seed bead, we're coming out of this, your last super duo, we're coming out of this super duo, and we're going to step 2 up through 2 more. So that's the bottom hole of the next one and the top hole of the one after that. And pull. And then we're going through the top hole of the next super duo again. And pull. We're going to pick up 1 super duo, and we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo. And we're going to do this all around again. So just like we did before in the previous round, just add another more round. Now when you're ready to add your last super duo, I'm going through the next top hole, the next bottom hole and the next top hole of the next super duo. So I'm just going to step up and pull. Make sure that all your beads are straight and that you do not have like your thread wrapped around them. And then you're going to step up through the top hole of the next super duo. Now we're going to get our 11/0 seed beads. And we're going to pick up one 11/0 seed bead and we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo and pull. And we're going to do this one more time again. So we're going to pick up one 11/0 seed bead and go through the next top hole of the next super duo. And now we're going to do this all around. Now when you're ready to add your last seed bead, you're going through a few of the next seed beads and the next super duos. And pull. Now you're going to make like a little basket, and I'm going to stick my my tail in the middle. Yes. Okay. What we're going to do now, we're going to take our rifoli. Make sure that your hands are as clean as possible, because you don't want like any grease stains on your rifoli. We're going to place the rifoli in the middle and hold it down, and while pulling, we're going through all the beads. So we're going through just all the beads we just added. So we're going to just secure this. And every time that you went through the beads, you're just going to give it a gentle tug. And then go through some more beads. I'm just going to show you how I do that. And just give it a gentle tug. And then go through some more beads. And give it a gentle tug. Make sure that your rifoli is in the middle. Keep eyeballing that. And then just go through the beads again. So just through the seed beads and through the super duos and pull again. And you're going to do this as many times as that you think that it won't give back anymore. As you can see now, you can see a little thread here. I'm going through, I think about 2.5, 3 times. And then it will be secure. So just go through the beads until it is secure. Okay, I went through the beadwork and my work is secure now, and I'm going to end in one seed bead and pull. And then I'm going through the side, so I'm going down next to the super duo, and I'm going through the bottom hole of the super duo and next top hole of the next super duo. So I hope that you can see that. And pull. And now we're going to do just super easy. We're going to pick up 3 8/0 seed beads like this. And then we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo that is in line with that. And pull. So like this. And then we're going to pick up 3 11/0 beads. And we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo in line with that. And really, that is all there is to it. So I'm going to pick up 3 8/0 seed beads. We're going to alternate those. And we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo. Like this. And then we're going to pick up 3 11/0 seed beads. And we're going through the next top hole of the next super duo. Like this, and then just pull. Make sure that the points of your beads are sticking out, and you're just going to do this until you are at the other end. And now when you added the last set, you have the snowflake almost ready. We're now just going to do one securing round. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going through the first 8/0 seed bead and pull. And I'm going through the last 8/0 seed bead. So I'm skipping the middle one. And then I'm going through the next super duo like this and pull. And in that way your point will not move so much, because now it can be a little bit wobbly. I'm going through the first seed bead, so the first 11/0 seed bead. And again, like we would do with the 8/0, I'm going through the last 11/0 seed bead, and I'm going through, oh, that was 2, through the next super duo. It can be a little bit tricky, as you can see. Sometimes it is just a little bit in the way, and pull, but it's not too hard. It is just a matter of stitching. Now you're going to do this all around. So you're going to go through the first seed bead, skip the middle one, through the last seed bead, and then through the super duo and repeat. Now when you did that to the last one, so you're going to end with an 11-0, you're just going to go through the next two 8-0 seed beads and pull. And now we're going to pick up 8 11-0 seed beads. Like this. And I'm always recounting, because you never know, because you can maybe they can flip one off. And then we're going to take our needle and we're going through the opposite way of the middle 8-0 and pull. And we're going through the next two seed beads and pull. We're going to pick up one 11-0 seed bead and we're going through the next two seed beads. If you watch my tutorials for a while, you might recognize this, because I almost always make a loop like this. Going to take another seed bead and going through the next two seed beads, and I'm going to make another, or take another seed bead and go through the next two seed beads and the 8-0. The reason I make this loop is because I do not really like the normal loops. Sometimes I make one, but the normal loops are always not straight, and I like my things to be straight. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going through all the beads that we just added, so through all of the loop, and we're going to do that first one more time, and this makes the loop straight and stand out well. Like this, and then again back through the 8-0. So we're just going to secure this, and what we're going to do then, we're going to end in this loop, because I found out that it works really well. What we're going to do, we're going to go through the first seed beads, so through the until you are at the first point, and then we're going through two more seed beads, so just two, like this, and pull, and then we're going underneath the seed beads, so not through but underneath the seed beads, and pull, and then we're going to make a loop in our thread and then give it a gentle tug and do that one more time, and in that way it will go in between the beads, and pull again. Then we're going through the top seed bead, so that is this seed bead, and then we're going down through the other seed beads. So we're just going to going through the rest of the loop again, like this, and then through the next two seed beads in the 8-0, like this. And then we're just going to cut our thread. Yes, we can just cut our thread there, because I found out that this really doesn't let loose, and I thought it was an easier way than to go through all the super duos again and then reach the back part, and I just had so much trouble with that sometimes, and I even had it that I broke my thread a couple of times, and I found it to be very well, very wasteful, because I can, if I use Fireline or something, I can just go and do that all again, and that is a shame of my Fireline. Okay, so I hope you find that tip helpful to end in the loop, because I never thought of that myself, but I really liked it. So, or I did think of this myself, but never before. Okay, I'm going to take my ring, and I'm going to just attach it to the earring. So we're going to take the clasps now, and I'm just going to hook the ring on. I think everyone can do this, so just hook the ring on the part we just made, and then attach my ear hook. And I'm just going to close it up. Make sure it's closed up well, because the sharpness also of the wire can cut your thread. So I'm going to close it up well, and there you have your earrings. So I really hope you liked this tutorial. I hope this was not too fast, but it is so easy to make. Every beginner can also do this, because it is just a basket basically of the super duos, and then close it up, and then just make a very small bezel at the side, and voila, you have snowflake earrings that shine, and everyone will say, wow, it shines so much, because everyone loves the shine of Swarovski. At least I have never ever had anyone that doesn't like the shine of Swarovski. So I really hope you liked this tutorial, and I will see you then next time. Bye, have a nice day.